Wendy Emerson coming to you from the pits in Canandaigua Motorsports Park, and I'm with pure stock driver Mike Minutolo, who drives a 52B machine. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent. So, Mike, read on Facebook, and there's talk that you were actually ready to throw in the towel for the season because you had some troubles. Tell us a little bit about what was going on and the solution.
Well, I had some engine problems about a month ago, and I had an engine I was working on for a few weeks there, kept getting the wrong parts for, and put it in last Friday night and had a lot of problems with it. It just didn't sound right, so I pulled it out, and Saturday morning we actually went down to the shop at 6 in the morning, pulled it out, and I had another engine block that Rod Comfort had given me to try last week. We put all the parts on that, spent all day, and we worked on that till we got here last Saturday, probably about 4:30, and went about maybe 3 laps, and you saw what happened. Went up in smoke, and it happens. But when you get a couple, 2, 3 in a row like that, it's a lot of work and get you down and stuff. And I was physically exhausted and stuff. And that's where Eric offered his backup engine to me this week, and I just was overcome really with joy, you know. But I was so tired. I said, I don't know if I can even do this again in such a short amount of time. So he came over and he helped me put it in. Him and Chris Gingrich come over, and my son Marc were there too. But me and Eric were like the main vein on it. We were taking care of this, and we did it in a couple hours, and it worked out good.
Hey. Eric Chapman, who drives a 22T in the pure stock, he hooked you up, and I know that was emotionally that meant a lot to you. So tell us what it's like to race against your son week in and week out.
Oh, well, it's like a dream for any father. It's like a dream come true, you know. I tell people, how are you doing this? I'm like, I'm doing great, you know. I'm living a dream, and people laugh, but I'm serious. I just love racing with him. That's why I wish I could give him a little more run for his money. I love going side by side with him like we did a few weeks ago. That was great, and so that's why it means so much even more to be able to get back out there, especially so quick with this engine, and just to be able to race with him and all my friends. You know, if I wasn't out there, I just really miss it. Eric did say though, if I do pass him with his engine, that he's gonna spin me out. So I don't know. Well, I have to really get by him fast if I do get by him, but I don't know.
I say go for it, because you haven't been in victory lane yet this season, so maybe that'll be the thing that'll get you there tonight. He might want it back, but maybe if you drive fast enough, he can't get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I am so pumped up, probably more than I have been all year. So I'm really going to drive hard and see what this thing will do, because the motor sounds really strong. But I can't thank Eric enough. I got a sticker I put on the side of the car to him and everything, and it's just been such a fun week, especially putting with the picture, and you guys put the coloring book on the website, on the page and stuff and everything. And the autograph night is my favorite night, and that's what it meant so much. That's why it meant so much when Eric he gave me this engine to use, because he told me he knew that autograph night was my favorite night of the year, because I love seeing all the kids come down and just seeing the looks on their faces when they get to get a picture of a car or something. And every time I try and do something different, like did refrigerator magnets before and all that stuff, and that's why I make them for all Eric and my son and all this stuff, so I'll hand them all out for during this time. And
so Mike, show us what you're handing out tonight. It's a coloring sheet, I believe, and you're going to give some crayons out to the young kids. So tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah. It's really basically a picture of all the guys that we got racing in the class now. We got a lot of guys. It's got about 17 of us now, and I just put everyone's picture and their name so everybody can learn. It helps everybody enforce what what everybody's name is. Besides, I know everybody knows who I am, but they don't know who everybody else is. I'm just kidding. But so I just scanned this and just made it and printed out a bunch of black copies of it. Simple, it gives the kids something to do while they're here tonight, and they can color it in. They learn the names, associate with the cars. This division is just growing fast. We got like 4 or 5 guys every week that aren't even here, and we still got 12 cars. I mean, by the end of this year and the next year, I'd see a 20 to 24 cars easily. And right now, we're just such a great bunch of guys. Everyone's just having such a good time. And I don't know what else to say. I can't wait till tonight and hand these out and see how these go. And I got a big box of crayons, and so all the kids can give them a few colors, and if they need a color, they'll have to borrow it from another kid that's got another coloring book too. So
I think it's cool. You talk about friends and hanging out. I don't know if you can see them in the background, but every week in and week out, every time we walk by this particular area where these guys pit, they're just hanging out, having a good time, and that's just so cool. The drivers, the camaraderie, the family, the team atmosphere here. I have one more question for you. I know your son, why he's got 25B on his car. Tell us what the 52 means to you.
Well, the 52 is from years ago, like before I ever raced. I did a few demolition derbies, and I always had really big cars, and so I would call them B-52 bombers, like the old bombers. So I switched it around. I want to use that for. There's another guy that was using that number, and I just wanted to have come up with something original. So that's really the only meaning of that, and that's how Marc came up with his number. And my son Mike races now and then. He uses B-52. So yeah, that's about all there is to that.
So what about sponsors? I know you thanked Eric. Who else would you like to thank for support and help?
I got a few people that helped me here. I got a Ray's Radiator and a few others. Got Number 9 Video helps me out and stuff, and J&J Auto Parts gives me a lot of stuff for my car, and there's a lot of people have helped over the years and stuff. So Marc's got some good people helping him too. So Butch's Body Shop is another one who's been a big help. So.
Well, it's all good stuff, Mike, and I know that we thoroughly are enjoying watching the Pure Stock division grow. We love watching you guys race. It's fun racing, and we do really hope that you make it to victory lane very soon. So thank you for talking to us today.
Every time I take a green flag, that's like a victory to me. So,
that's a great attitude.
Thank you.
Wendy Emerson with Mike Minutolo, who drives a 52B in the Pure Stock division, coming to you from Canandaigua Motorsports Park.